Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, I'm so excited to have you and hang out with you today. My name is Alicia, and it's a very exciting vlog because if you see all the clothes behind me, we are doing a packing video today because my husband and I are heading on a trip tomorrow. So I'm so excited to get started and just pack and get ready, and you all are here to keep me accountable and make sure I don't overpack a carry-on. So Jacob and I are headed to Charleston, South Carolina tomorrow, and I'm so excited. This place has been on my bucket list for a long time, honestly. I loved the East Coast, and I'm just so excited to head out there bright and early tomorrow. Our flight is at 5 a.m. And I don't know why it always seems like a really good idea to book the early flight, and then as you get closer to your actual flight date, you're like, why in the world did I book it so early? But I have to rationalize with myself because we don't get to Charleston till about 2 in the afternoon, which is perfect. So we're able to pick up our car and go check in at the hotel, and we still have the evening to explore because we only basically have 2.5 days there. So we have half a day when we land tomorrow, as long as there's no delays, and then we have a full day Sunday and a full day Monday, and then we leave Tuesday. It is Labor Day weekend, so it's just one of those long weekend trips that we are able to go kind of check out the city and explore and do a couple touristy things, but it will definitely leave us wanting more because we're only there for a few days. So we are going to pack and get ready and just do all of the things before the trip, and I'm so excited. Like I said, it is currently the day before we leave, and I basically went through all of my clothes and narrowed that down because that process takes forever. I go through my closet and I basically just pull out every single item that I have an idea of what I want to wear. Like, I pull out every item that I think I might want to wear, and then from there I go through and kind of put some outfits together, see what kind of clothes match a little bit better, and I mostly have to be realistic with myself. Like, you are not actually going to wear this, put it back, you do not need it, which honestly is the hardest part because I am always overpacking. So we're gonna see if all this will fit in my carry-on, but we have 3 different sections of packing that we're gonna do. So I have all of my clothes that we're gonna pack, and then I have all of like my toiletries and everything we're gonna pack, and then travel essentials is kind of the 3rd one, and just things that I have with me and things that I take on the plane. And then I have to run a couple errands today. I need to go return some Amazon items just at the UPS store. I am one of those people that likes to have a very clean house when I go on vacation, and that includes any returns or any things I just want out of my house. So I want to go return these, you know, have peace of mind that they're all done and off of my plate. So we're gonna go return those. I did just get a text notification that an order is ready for me at Aerie. I ordered some pajamas, so we're gonna go pick those up. And I don't know if I have to go to the store to get anything. It's mostly just like returns and cleaning up the house a little bit. And then I also am going to do my nails. I got that little gel nail kit a few months ago, and we're gonna do another color today. And I think that's pretty much everything. So hopefully this will be a nice short and sweet video, but let's get to packing this carry-on, and hopefully we're not overpacking and everything fits. All right, this is the carry-on we are working with. She has been very well used. There are colors and scratches all over it, and I think I'm going to ask Jacob for like a new travel suitcase set for Christmas. So that seems like a pretty good idea because this one is worn, but my like big suitcase, my big full-size suitcase, is the wheel is basically broken. So can't really use that one anytime soon. And I'm also trying to pack in a carry-on because our flight out tomorrow is on American, but our flight back is on Southwest. So technically I could get a free bag and get away with it, but I'm just trying to be a little more mindful this trip because we are only there for basically 3 days, and I know I don't need a ton of stuff. So I'm really trying to tell myself that I don't need a bunch of stuff because I really do overpack 90% of the time. It's not like it's like a beach trip where I'm just taking swimsuits, or it's a Disney trip where I just have park days. It's one of those vacations where you are kind of just exploring a city that you've never been to before, so you're guessing on the weather. So we know what the weather is, but we've never been there before, so it's one of those things where you just don't quite know what to pack. Like it says in Charleston, well, dang it, it just changed. Now it's more rain. This morning there was a little less rain on the forecast, but now it's raining all 3 days we're there. So that's the other thing of the high is 81, but the low is about 70. So it's really not going to be cold at all, but I still just want to be comfortable. I just don't know what to expect. I have everything kind of in just a few categories on the bed, and it's pretty simple actually, which I am very proud of myself. But we have one swimsuit because we do plan on going swimming in the ocean one of the days, and I just want to go to the ocean. I know it may be raining, but I still want to go. And then I have 2 pairs of shorts and only 1 pair of jeans. I have 2 pairs of tank tops, and then I have about 4 t-shirts. So 2 graphic tees, 2 more like nicer kind of plain shirts. And then I actually have this cardigan, and I am so excited about this. I found this at the thrift store yesterday actually, and I have been looking for kind of that slouchy, just cute cardigan that a lot of girls are wearing as a top that I have seen all over social media the last few weeks, and I was able to snag this. It's blue, but it has a little bit of this kind of like lacy detailing all over it. I think it's so cute. And it's a large, so it's going to be a little bit of that oversized fit. So I have 1 cardigan to go with the tank tops and the shirts, and then I also have just like a sweatshirt jacket kind of thing that I'm just gonna bring probably on the airplane, or if there's room I may throw it in here. And then the last 2 sections we have like athletic shorts and a pair of leggings, because honestly you always need those just in case. I can have plenty of shorts and jeans, but if there's a day I just want to be comfortable, I will be throwing on a pair of leggings. And then I have 2 sweatshirts, just like 1 comfy, 1 kind of cute, and then I have 3 different dressier options. So I have 2 dresses and 1 skirt. So knowing me, I don't know if I will wear them because I am more of like a casual outfit kind of girl, but Charleston is such a cute historic city that I want to put a little bit more effort into my clothing this trip and just look a little bit cuter. Oh, and then the last thing I just have 2 pairs of shoes. So we have a pair of sandals and a pair of these clogs, which I think will be honestly perfect. I am bringing a pair of tennis shoes that I will be wearing on the plane, and that's it for the shoes. So let's see if we can pack all this in the suitcase. In shock that everything fit. This side that I zipped isn't even bulging out of the seams, which is very unlike me, and I even have a corner section that is currently empty. Now when I pack, at least my clothes take over the entire thing, and then I ultimately have to squish in my shoes and I have to squish in like my toiletries, and this time we actually have a dedicated space. So this might be the first time in the history of ever that I have actually maybe packed correctly and not totally overpacked, so yay! I am actually currently waiting on an Amazon order to show up because I ordered this sweat set, Like for the plane, I wanted a cute sweat set and I'm waiting for it to show up. So hopefully that will come, should be here within the next 2 hours. And then that's what I'll be wearing on the plane, so that won't even go in here. And now I have 2 shoes that are in here and I still have room. See, this is where I start to think and I'm like, did I actually forget something, or is this just what normal packing feels like? Because I just don't know. One way I do check to make sure that I have packed everything is, I know people have a list and I have a general list that I go off of, but I actually go through each section in my bedroom to see if I grabbed something from every drawer. So that's kind of an easier mental way that I do it rather than having a list. Is all of my clothes are organized in sections in our closet and then organized in drawers. So I go through the sections in my closet. Like for example, I have a dress section, I have a nicer blouse top section, and then I have basically like a t-shirt sweatshirt section. And then in my drawers, it's like I have a workout section, a jean drawer, just kind of all the different clothing separated. So I go through each section and say, did I pack a dress? Did I pack like blouses? Did I pack a sweatshirt? Did I pack a pair of jeans? Did I pack a pair of jean shorts? It's one of those easier mental ways for me to pack. That's just a nice quick reminder to say, did I grab something from each section? So I think that's kind of a little good helper for me, but I know having an organized list is also great too. I have those sometimes when I'm packing for like really big trips, but since it's only 3 days, I don't feel like I'm missing a ton of stuff. Okay, so I did just get back from running some errands. I went to UPS, dropped off my Amazon things, and then went over to Aerie and picked up these pajamas. And now Summer is laying on them, but I have to share because I will be putting these in my suitcase because they're new pajamas. How could you not? But it is this ghost set. Now, you guys know I'm obsessed with Halloween, and this is like a purple ghost set, and it also has a pair of pants, but I ended up getting the shorts. Like, oh my gosh, these are so cute, and the material is also super soft, so I'm very excited to wear these on the trip. Put together. Now I'm just going to organize them a little bit more and put them in their appropriate bags to put them in here. There are a couple toiletries, of course, that I didn't grab, but like my toothpaste, and I put on like a serum every night and toothbrush and like stuff like that. But for the most part, we should be good to go. So this is my makeup bag. So this just houses all of the makeup, not just the beauty products, but just the makeup. And then I will separate the makeup into the liquid only items that go in here, so everything can go smoothly through security. Like a liquid ounce goes in this bag. So I know my bronzer is liquid. Even my eyebrow, nope, that one's not, we should be fine. Okay, so that should be all the liquid things. There is not that many. I literally just do mascara, foundation, bronzer, and like concealer. And then I have my moisturizer, or my tinted moisturizer that I'll put in here. I have my normal moisturizer, and then I have a couple other things like lotion, my leave-in conditioner. So these are all liquids, and so they all need to fit in this little bag so we can all be good to go when we get on the plane. Okay, so that one is all set, and then I use the bigger bag to do more of like the accessory items. So I have my brush, my toothbrush will go in here, deodorant will go in here, I have my dry shampoo, and that's mostly all of the bigger accessories that aren't makeup but still kind of beauty things. And then I will, like I said, I'll put my toothbrush in there, and oh, I have my facial wipes that also go in here. Instead of bringing like a makeup eraser, I've been taking these facial wipes on trips and just using it and disposing it every night, and I've been liking it a lot better. And then of course I bring Ziploc bags on every trip. You literally never know when you're going to use these, and we use a Ziploc bag out of the blue on almost every trip we go on. So those always come with us. I have some Breathe Right nose strips, and then I'm actually going to bring this eye mask this time. I normally don't wear eye masks, but I got this one and the nose is like super comfortable, and we have a 5 a.m. flight going there and going back. So I'm really hoping I'll be able to get some good sleep. And I've never used an eye mask on a plane, but I'm very excited to give it a shot. Since I'm gonna use it on the plane, I'm not gonna put it in here. I'm gonna leave that out. And then I have a tiny bag that I just put jewelry and accessories in. I am very casual and chill when it comes to like packing beauty products. I don't organize them a ton. They just get thrown in a bag because my makeup routine is super simple to begin with, so I don't need anything elaborate. So I have one necklace, I have a hair clip, and then I actually have another necklace. So we have two necklaces, and then I have some mouth tape. I've been using mouth tape for almost 6 months. It's actually been a really long time, and I've been liking it. I don't know a ton of results that have come from it, but I've at least noticed my mouth is not dry when I wake up. So that's my big motivator to use these. Okay, we gotta put the cute new pajamas in the suitcase since I actually have room to put them now. After I finish off this, the toiletry section is basically all done. We're gonna do our nails here in just a minute, and then I will put together like my items that I take actually on the plane. So we'll do our travel items, and then we will be all ready to go. Okay, suitcase is all packed up and good to go. Finished everything that's gonna go in there, and then the rest of the items will just go in my Nike backpack. And it actually shouldn't be that many things because I don't have many things on the bed, which I feel like I'm forgetting something because my personal item is always packed. But I will actually have my belt bag, so that will go in there, ID, wallet, all of that kind of stuff. So belt bag will go inside here, and then the travel essentials that I normally carry, I have this neck pillow, and it's more of a memory foam and it's like thicker, so I've really enjoyed that one. But I do bring two neck pillows just in case. I have the turtle neck pillow as well, just since we're going on a semi-longer flight, I mean more than an hour or two. If I want to do more of a side sleep, I like the turtle pillow for that. And then I always have my blanket. This is the Eversnug blanket on Amazon. It is the best thing ever because I can use it as a pillow as is, and then when you unzip it, I can use it as a blanket. So I do use this half and half. Sometimes I'll use it as a pillow on the plane, sometimes I'll undo it, and if the plane is cold, I'll use it as a blanket, and then I typically will use the blanket in the hotel room always. So this is a must on all of my vacations. Here is my little eye mask that I'm bringing this time. Hopefully gonna get some good sleep. And then I've been using this probably for the last, when did I get this? Maybe 8 months ago or so. And it's the Flex Flap, and you just can do this and set your phone on it. So it's just easier to watch. If I want to have the tray table go up, then I can like hook this on something. I will be bringing my camera because I will be vlogging this trip. And I also have all of my batteries for the camera, so those will be going in the bag. And then I have my phone charger, and that's honestly it. Besides a couple snacks that we will probably put in there because you can always bring snacks on a plane. So I'll do like a Ziploc bag probably of those, and then I will also get a water bottle that will go inside my backpack. But hopefully the backpack won't be super duper full because we do have a layover, so we're gonna have to be moving to get to our layover. But I think that's everything. Honestly, I feel way more organized doing this on a camera because I'm talking through what I'm bringing, which is super helpful. So I still feel like I'm forgetting something a little bit, but also it's probably just because I didn't actually overpack. So I'm probably fine. Oh my gosh, and as I'm talking, I'm at the window right now and I can see the Amazon truck is here. So my sweatsuit should be coming at the door any minute. So we'll see if that actually looks cute. I will report back in just a minute. It is time to do our nails. The last step in the packing process. We have got out all the ingredients, I guess you could say, and I've narrowed it down to 2 colors. We have, it's kind of weird, it doesn't have the name on them, it just has like a number and a little swatch, but we have like a light creamy yellow, which I really, really like, but then there's also this nude pink, and I haven't done nude pink in a while, so I'm not really sure which one to do, but narrowed it down to those 2, and once I decide, we will get going. Doing like a light yellow kind of color. I did like a little pink sparkle situation. So I think it's just kind of like cute and like the last light color, since this is the last like summery trip that we're gonna go on. And then my sweatsuit did arrive, so I'm gonna go try that on and see if it fits real quick. Okay, this is the set and I think it's so cute. It's not super sweatshirt material on the inside. It's actually more of like the kind of terry cloth, but I feel like it's true to size. I just got a small, and the sleeves are nice and long, which we love. So if the airplane is cold, then having long sleeves will be comfortable, but if the airplane is hot, it doesn't have sweatshirt material, so I think it's a win. Okay, it is nearing 6 p.m. and I am just about done with everything. I'm gonna get like my airport ready outfit just set aside for tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for following along and packing and getting ready for our trip, and I'll see you guys in the travel vlog. Bye!